Two titans, Compass and eXp Realty. Two totally different words.
One is luxury offices, billion-dollar mergers where they're buying everything, and the other one is a 100% virtual owned by agents who power it. So in 2025, the real big question at the end of the year is going to be Compass versus eXp, and where is the real battlefield there? And by the end of this video, we're going to talk to you about which model is built for your wealth and which one hits your business cycles. And if you're an agent comparing, I can't wait to talk to you more. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and let's just jump right into it now.
Exactly. Therefore, first we wanted to really start from the Compass. Is a very traditional brokerage. They have physical offices, high-end design that they have a concierge brand feel, and they backed by $1.6 billion in venture capital, which is a software company to design everything. And they acquired many bigger companies like a Colvin Bank, Century 21, Sotheby's, and Cochrane, ERA, and Better Homes and Gardens. And now they reach to 340,000 agents worldwide, which is something around 1.2 million transactions per year, and controlling 18% of the US market share.
Absolutely, that's a lot, right? And that's huge, and that's why I did this video, to be entirely honest. Now let's talk about eXp, where we are brokered. Operates under eXp World Holding, which is on the NASDAQ. They do own the virtual campus at Virbela and Success Enterprises, which is about education and growth, and that's really the key with education and eXp. It is a 100% cloud-based, so you do not have offices. It's a virtual brokerage, which is weird for people to say, but it's all about education. That's the best part about it.
Exactly.
From 2021 to 2025, there was 80 billion sales volume that went to 152 billion in sales volume. So even with that sales volume, and you look at all of those companies they bought, it's not that much different, which is crazy to see. 111K transactions on the transaction side went to over 350,000 transactions. So it's the U.S. transaction base running for 3 years in a row until Compass came. And that's because Compass is buying growth and eXp is building growth. Now let's talk to me about a little bit more.
Exactly. Now we wanted to really focus on branding and affiliation. As my wife said, eXp World Holding is a really ecosystem, because eXp Realty is the core brokerage and also a single global brand that is unified culture and no regional franchise.
Which is always the big myth. People saying that there's no culture at eXp, yet I can say the culture is definitely there. We've seen it, we love it. So whereas where I look at Compass, I link back to when I was young and I worked at big companies, and I get nervous about that, to be entirely honest. Compass is now one brand, even though they own, we talked about it, Caldwell, Century 21, Sotheby's, ERA, Cochrane, Better Home and Garden, and all the other small ones that they've been buying out, because they are now the brand portfolio giant. Now, however, we all know with mergers and acquisitions, those brands are all in complete danger to be like gobbled up by Compass. They might keep the brand, but it's not really going to be the same. Everything gets merged and put together and run efficiently. That's just how corporations work. They have to run efficiently. So all those companies will go under one soon. Now let's talk about metrics.
Exactly. What do you want to talk about metrics? Because you have a lot of numbers in mind, and I wanted to know what exactly we wanted to share about.
Well, I will say one of the things that people say about Compass and all the brands of Compass is it's not to a luxury, and it's also worldwide. eXp is growing its global, and it is growing its luxury department as well. They just opened up the high-end sports and high entertainment figure.
Yeah.
Now, eXp is agent owned, agent operated, and we work in a cloud, which sounds weird, but there's also the eXp shares and the Icon program, which means you've rewarded. I can get my $16,000 back in stock, and it's not going to be diluted because the company's trying to keep a dollar. It's going to be something because it's owned by agents, and it's decided that way. It's designed this way. Now with Compass, you do have 340,000 agents right there, 231 back, and it's all done by acquisitions of venture capital. It's luxury. You're not getting rev share. You're not getting stock ownership. For now, those luxury brands exist, but remember, let's talk about how that always gets filtered over time. But let's talk about what we really care about, money at the end of the day.
Exactly. Therefore, we want to talk about transaction and cost.
And I know you like that one.
In eXp Realty, we have 80-20 splits, and we have a cap of $16,000. After that, when you cap and you have 20 transaction. After that, you get all of that 16,000 cap in the form of a stock and ownership in the company back. And then fees are $149 as startups and $85 monthly payment cloud fee and $25 broker review and $40 that is for the insurance, no E&O, and the cap is $500 a year. And the revenue share model that we have in eXp is paid 7 level deep, which is something around $220 million that comes from that 20-80-20 split. 10% of it translates to $220 million that pays to the agent in just 2022, 2024, and 2025.
Now let's talk about Compass, and Compass is a little harder to talk about because, again, with all the acquisitions and they haven't fully merged yet, it's going to be one of those things that's coming. But generally speaking, most of them are 70-30, some are 80-20. None of them seem to have a cap. Technology
depends on probably your production.
Right. The technology fee is 4% on every commission. The E&O insurance is between $2,000 to $2,500 every transaction. It's a monthly. You have to go to the office. You have to pay the marketing fees, you have to pay the office fees, and those are location based where it is. There's really no rev share program, and there's limited stock. So we're not talking about building wealth via the stock in the stock market. We're talking about that. So you want to do the GCI just comparison?
The GCI comparison, therefore 100K and 100K, how the number works really here.
Well, let's just say you had 100K. With eXp, you're going to be taking about 72,000. With Compass, 66. The difference is about $6,000, but you're making more money on all levels with eXp. Therefore, with those perpetual splits, go ahead.
And then if you go to all the way from 100 to 300, you're getting net 224,260. And with the Compass, you just get 198,000, and that is like a 26,000, more than $26,000.
Okay, so Compass has a perpetual split. The tech fees are going to come into your earnings every single time. Now I want to talk news real quick about Zillow. Yeah. I mean, do we know the answer of what's happening with Compass versus Zillow? Not at the filming of this video. Maybe when you watch it, you have the answer because you've seen it later. But we do know that Zillow has their listing standard access, their private exclusives, they're banned. Compass has been fighting it. They have antitrust lawsuits. Who's going to win in this big battle? I couldn't tell you. But what I can tell you is eXp is full MLS integration where your listings get maximum exposure, and eXp focuses on transaction and reach and education of its agents. So it's really focused on making sure we're the best possible agents out there. Exactly.
Therefore, if you wanted to, really is your decision, guy, no? Therefore, if you're choosing Compass for this reason, this is the reason why I wanted to think about it. The value, prestige, and luxury branding, and rely on an in-person office and white glove support, and focus on off-market exclusive inventory and produce under 80K GCI. And this is the way that it goes. No?
Okay, so if it's eXp, you're going to be taking you're getting a lot of education because they want you to take your maximum taxable profit. You do have the cap. We are tech-driven. I'm in AI classes at the filming of this video. Tech-driven, completely independent. Yes, there is rev share. eXp is told other agents tell other agents about eXp. That's what the rev share is all about. And then rev share also is about education because when you maximize someone's growth, you have to see that they're hitting their full potential. There's stock equity. There is transparency. There's a global platform, but we're not looking at the overhead. So if you're looking to switch brokerages, or you're looking at which brokerage to join, you need to run your numbers. Math never lies, and the right choice can be tens of thousands of dollars of your income. So
exactly. And then do we have
Compass is basically going to get all those brands, right? So people know the name brands, and you think the brand is how you get clients. But the truth is, at eXp, we understand we are agent owned and we run our own branding. People work with people, and you are getting virtual, scalable, and profitability at eXp. The question is, who do you want? Do you want to work for a brokerage, or do you want to own a piece of your brokerage and own your own business? And if you're really ready about real numbers, I'm super excited to talk to you about about everything between rev share model to just the cap. Whatever it is that you're interested in, I'm absolutely here to answer all your questions. We can walk you through every dollar, every split, and you can really see how it will work for your business.
Exactly. And don't forget to look at all of our playlists here and subscribe and write us your success story. We are here for you. Victoria Pinder with Prosperity Agent.